Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharon. It has been such a long time. It's been about a month, more than a month since I recorded, and it has been really, I can't say I'm busy because I'm always busy anyway, but I just didn't feel like recording for the past month. I just feel like I really wanted to knit, and so it has been a month plus and I have quite a bit of project to show you. But today I wanted to make this a shorter video, so what I'm going to show you is all my finished object for the past month or so, and I will be showing all the other works in progress in the next episode. So yeah, let's get started with all my finished object. So the first one and my most excited finished object is what I am wearing, and I am super in love with this sweater, and this is the Ingrid sweater by PetiteKnit. I'll just stand up and show you. So I have finished this. I'm just wearing it with a short right now, and I love how it fit. What is the size that I knit? Let me see. I have it here in my note. So I knit it in the size medium, and this one is, if you can see the texture, this is the crisscross section, and then this is the double ribbing section, and then you have the double moss stitch section, and so on. Yeah, and then it's the same for the sleeve as well. I have already washed and blocked this, and I love it so much after washing and blocking. And the only modification I did was at the collar area, and also the sleeve length and the body length. I just shortened the double rib here. It is supposed to be longer, but because you see this length is already what I wanted, if I knit it any longer, it will be like covering my hand. See? Yeah, so I didn't knit as long as the pattern suggested, as well as the sweater, the body length, but I think it sits nicely, like just below my hip area. So it's a nice length for me. I really like the length, I like the look of the sweater, I like the fit of the sweater. And then for the collar, it is supposed to be like a funnel neck collar. So there's this double ribbing. After this double ribbing, you are supposed to do like a 1x1 rib, and then you bind off, but I didn't do that because I don't want a funnel neck. I just like it like this. This is, what is it? Is this crew neck? Yeah. So yeah, so I am excited to wear this to the office. I think I am able to wear this to the office. Yeah, it'll keep me warm. I love it so much. Yeah, so that's all I can say about this sweater. So let me talk about the yarn that I use for this sweater. The yarn that I use is this Knitting for Olive merino, and then this is in the colorway dark cognac, and it's 100% extra fine merino yarn, and this is 50 gram for 250 meters, so it's a fingering weight. So I'm holding it double to knit this up, and I actually ran out of yarn after I finished one of the sleeves, so I was waiting for the yarn to arrive because I have no more of the yarn. So I wait for it to arrive, and it finally arrived, and I only needed like probably 3/4 of it per skein, per ball. So but I'm holding it double, so now I have like 2 of it. I can do something else with this. But yeah, so I finished this, and I'm so happy with everything about this project. And yeah, so that's all for this first finished object. And then the second finished object is something something that was on my needle from the last episode, which is I have it here with me, and it is done. And it is the Bean and Olive sweater by Andrea Mowry. And here it is. This is the Bean and Olive sweater by Andrea Mowry, the adult version. So I have finished this. I've even worn this like around the house when it was a little bit cold. I'm very happy with this as well, and I think my color work tension is getting better as I knit more color work. Let's see let me turn it inside out. I actually have not looked at the inside of this sweater, so I'm not sure how my float actually look like. Let me show you. Okay, so that's how my float is looking like. It doesn't look too bad, right? Okay, let me see. Oh, I think there is one that's a little bit loose. You can see here. See? This one. It's a little bit loose for this one, but I think it's okay. It still looks okay on the right side. So I'm quite happy with this. I also like the color that I've chosen for this particular sweater. I think the contrast, the color will really stand out because of how contrast the color, both of these color are. Okay, so the yarn that I use, the main color, the main body, it is by the way, it's acrylic yarn. It's 100% what is it called, premium acrylic? No, anti-peeling acrylic. Yeah, so it's anti-peeling acrylic 100%, and it is the yarn that I bought a few years ago from Hobium, and it's called Kartopu Baby One Print. That's the main color, and then the contrast color, the color work is Peyton's Big Baby. I actually have the yarn. Okay, let me just show you the label. So this is the label for the main main body, the yarn for the main body, and then the contrast color, which is this brighter pink, is this one, Peyton's Big Baby 4-ply. but it is more like a sport weight, while the main yarn is DK weight. I didn't think it would work, but it did, so I think it's good because I only have one skein of this, and it's 100-gram skein, and this one is, oh okay, sorry, this is not 100% acrylic. For this contrast color, it is 60% acrylic and 40% nylon. It is Australian yarn, and 100-gram there is, okay, it's not anywhere in the label, so I don't know how many meterage this is, but I only have one skein of this, and I know that I'm definitely going to have leftover because for even the main yarn I have 5 skein altogether, and I only use 3.5 for this one, and I have 1.5 left. And no, sorry, I only use 3 skein, and then half a skein is for the contrast color, and then I have 2 of the main skein left. So I decided to make another bean and olive, but the child version for my daughter, and now we have a matching sweater. This is for my daughter. This one, so I'm using the same yarn, so I have 2. So this is mine earlier, and this one is hers, and I still have leftover from the second skein. Yeah, I also have leftover from the contrast color. Not a lot left, just a little bit, which I'm going to make some smaller item with as a gift, so I can give it to people. And yeah, so that's my 2 other finished object. And then what the other thing that I did show you from the previous podcast was socks that I was making. It's a Shorty Socks that I was making, and I have finished it. So this is the Shorty Socks, and I love this color, the main color, so much. So this one is the beef sugar yarn. Colorway is Crazy in Love. I have leftover of the yarn I made from the lentil sweater, and I have leftover of that yarn, so I decided to make a Shorty Socks for myself. And then even after the Shorty Socks, I still have some leftover, so I decided to knit my daughter a pair of socks for her as well. So I have another pair of socks for my daughter. This is for her. And even the thing is, I only have 2 hanks of that yarn from beef sugar yarn, 100-gram, and I can make 1 lentil sweater. This is a finished object from the previous podcast, and then I can make this sweater with just like just over 1 skein of the yarn, and then I can even knit 2 extra socks from that yarn, and I still have like this much left. So I don't know how much is this, maybe 10 gram, maybe less than that, I'm not sure. I can definitely use this for like contrast of socks or something. But yeah, I feel just that 2 hanks of yarn, hand-dyed yarn, I can make so many things out of it. So it's really great, and the color is amazing. If you can see, this is the Crazy in Love colorway. so pretty. And then the contrast cuff and the heel and toe. For this I used the Drops North. The yarn is not similar size, but it still work. I think Drops North is a little bit heavier, but I think it still looks okay. So I'm so happy that I got 3 projects out of that 2 skein of yarn. It's definitely great stash buster. Yeah. Okay, so I have 3 more finished objects to show you. The next one is another socks, a Shorty Socks that I finished. By the way, all the socks pattern, it's just vanilla socks, so there's no pattern. It's just the stitches are just the right stitches for my foot and my daughter's foot, and this one is the same. There's no pattern. It's just the stitches that I usually go for my feet. And yeah, this one is another fun pair of socks. I love the color so much. This one is Premier Yarn. So this is Premier Yarn wool free sock. So there's no wool content in this. This one is 93% acrylic and 7% PBT. I guess the PBT is something like elastic, kind of like elastic yarn, because there's definitely elastic in this yarn. Like you can feel that there is some stretch here, but that actually make these socks like really comfortable to wear, because it really stretch out like really nicely, really. And then I really love how it feels, and it's fingering weight also, so it's not too thick, and you can still wear it in the summer. Let me see. And then one, it's a 2, it says here it's a 2 fine 2 yarn, so it's something like a little bit heavier than fingering, but for me it feels just like fingering weight yarn. And this one is only 50 grams, and there are 235 yards. Yeah, so it's a fingering weight yarn, although here it says 2 weight yarn, but yeah. And I still have this much left from these Shorty Socks, so I definitely can make it like a little bit of length for the leg, but I didn't. So now I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. This one definitely not enough to make a pair of socks for my daughter, so not sure. I'll have to think of something to do with this. So I have 3 pair of socks in a month, and I'm super happy. And then I have 2 more finished object, and the other one is something that I started, when was it? I think it was in March. Let me see. I have my note here. Okay, so this is something I started in March, but I haven't finished it for like 3-4 months, because I really don't feel like finishing it. And somehow after I finished the socks, I was kind of like thinking of my other unfinished whip, and I wanted to tackle one of them. So I finished the Wilhelmina pullover, and it is a free pattern from LionBrand website. So I'll put the name of this on the screen as I show it. So this is Wilhelmina pullover, free pattern from LionBrand website. and it is fully done. Let me just go to the back to show you. And I actually am very happy with how it turned out. I love how it fit me, and I'm not sure how the I didn't follow the pattern after I finished the whole body. For the sleeve, I'm not sure how the pattern was, but I did my own thing. So what I did is I pick up stitches, and then I did some short row here. Yeah, so basically I did short row like from here, from the top of the shoulder down until somewhere here, and then I continue to knit in the round. It's German short row. I mean, I was using German short row for this much. Yeah, and then I did the same for the other sleeve, and then it fit so nicely, and I'm so happy that I did that. But I didn't go back to see how the pattern was actually written, so but well, at least it is done and I can wear this now. But as you can see, there is this color changes, like this. There's this line where this is one of the skein, and then when I changed skein, I think it was a different dye lot or something. So you can see there's like a line here, but well, it doesn't really bother me. It still looks super nice. So this is a free pattern. I knit the size medium, and the yarn I use for this is I use the recommended yarn as in the pattern. It's the LionBrand Comfy Cotton Blend, and this is in the colorway Cool Night, and this one is 200 gram, 358 meter. It says here that it's a light 3 weight yarn, so it's like a DK weight yarn. Yeah, I think it's a heavier DK weight, well, or maybe it's just a DK weight, I'm not sure. But this is 50% cotton and 50% polyester. It's very soft, and it doesn't feel very hot in this fabric. I think definitely I can wear this to the office as well. I seem to have a lot of office sweater nowadays. I'm always thinking of knitting garment for the office. So yes, that's the next finished object. And then the last one is something I was knitting along with a friend. We decided to knit this together, and I think hers is almost done, but mine is done because she modified her project. It is supposed to be a summer like a summer cardigan, so with short sleeve, but she decided to knit a long sleeve version, so she's still working on those. So it is the, let me just show you like this. Hold on. Okay, so it is this. Can you see? It is the Umbria summer top. So this is by Cookie the Knitter. It is this really, even you can see it's like a little bit sheer, but when you wear it on your body, it's actually okay. It's not that sheer, and I am so happy to have finished this. It is all over what do you call this, broken rib. Yeah, broken rib pattern all over, and then it's a cardigan, so you can see. But mine, I have a lot more button compared to the pattern, because I like the look of the buttons, like more buttons. Also the reason, because if you have too few buttons, sometimes when you're using it and then when the fabric stretch, you can see the hole between each button, and I don't like that, so I prefer to have more button in between, so it is not that, like, it doesn't open that much, you know what I mean. Yeah, so anyway, so I'm finished with this. I didn't do the collar. There's two options. You can do this pattern with collar or without the collar. I opt for the one without the collar, since I want it to be like very breezy, and you know, since this is a summer cardigan, and I also did the short sleeve just like in the pattern, and I used the recommended yarn as in the pattern as well, which is the Knitting for Olive Pure Silk, and this one is in the colorway Deep Petroleum Blue. Wait, is it called that? Yeah, Deep Petroleum Blue, and that's the colorway. And this is my first time really working with the pure silk, and it is a little bit rough when you're working on it, but when you wash and block it and you wear it, it is actually quite soft. It's very breezy as well, and yeah, it's perfect for summer. And I knit this. Wait, this one, I knit this in the size, let me see. Oh, I knit this in the size large because I wanted it to be like really breezy, and I don't want it to stick to my body, since I'm definitely going to wear it out and about, and it is quite warm outside, so I want it to be a little bit roomier. Yeah, so I knit the size L. And I love how it turned out. I'm so happy that I finally finished it, because this is a broken rib. For me, it takes me a while to finish broken rib project. I don't know why, but yeah. But I really like it. And yeah, the needle size suggested in the pattern is 3.5 millimeter. That's for the whole body, and then for the ribbing section here at the button band, no, sorry, at the collar is 3 millimeter. Yeah, and so yeah, I have finished this one, and I'm so happy. I'm just now waiting for my friend to finish hers, and hers is going to be very beautiful as well, because she's using a very light powder pink color, and I cannot wait to see her finished product. Yeah, I'm so excited that we can wear this together. Okay, that's actually all for my finished object. That is like 1 month plus of knitting, and I actually now have 2 test knit going on, and 2 more test knit coming soon. So I'm working on one of the test knit. It is almost done, and I'm going to start the other test knit. I am so excited to start that. And then the other thing I wanted to show you is I bought some yarn. Not a lot, just some, because I just came back from a 4-day trip to Singapore, and I went to the one of the shop there. It's like a craft store, but they do have some yarn there, and it's called Spotlight. It is actually Spotlight is originally Australian like company, Australian shop, something like that, but there's one in Singapore. So I went there and I got some yarn, not a lot, just some, and let me show you. I just got this bag of yarn. It's, to be honest, it is it looked like a lot. It is a lot, but I have plans for all the yarn here, and then because they are mostly sweater quantity, that's why it looked like a lot, but there's only 4 types of yarn in here, and I'm just going to show you. The first one is this, I don't know how you pronounce this, but it's this yarn, and then it is 55% cotton and 45% polyester, and this is 50 gram. Yeah, 50 gram. And how many? Okay, it doesn't say the meterage or the yardage, so I'm not sure, but this is 50 gram, and it's in the colorway pink, so it's a very soft pink. So I only got like 3 of these because I wanted to make the kutar top from Sari Northland. I bought the pattern and I wanted to make kutar top from this. I think I'm gonna have enough. Yeah, because it is like a tank top, something like a tank top, so I think I'm gonna have enough. Cross my finger. Or else I'm going to have to find another tank top, which I definitely can find because I did bought some tank top pattern recently, so I can if kutar top is not enough, I'm gonna need another tank top from this yarn. So I got 3 of these, and then I have these 2. This is the Patents Baby Dreamtime Merino. It's a 4-ply yarn, which is a fingering weight yarn, and it's 100% Australian merino wool. Oh, this is like a sport weight yarn, sorry. So 50 gram is about 169 meter, grown and made in Australia. So I bought black and white. I'm planning to knit like something like a jacket, yeah, using this. So I bought a lot more of the black and then only 2 of the white, because the white will be like the trim of the jacket, and then the main body, the sleeve, everything will be in this black color. So I'm so excited because I actually drafted out how it's going to look like. I just haven't started because I don't have black yarn. I don't have any black yarn in my stash, so I decided to buy some black yarn for this particular project. So I'm super happy. And then the last yarn that I bought is this Four Seasons Montana. This is a DK weight yarn with flax in here. It's so pretty. And then this one is, this is a 90% wool, 7% acrylic, and 3% viscose. Yeah, so this one I bought like I think 4 or 5, but this is going to be my next test knit. So I bought this for my test knit, and yeah, I hope it will look nice, because the next test knit that I'm going to do is like a color work test knit, and I'm so excited to use this yarn because it feels really nice. It feels so nice, to be honest. And I love the flags in here. It's like brown flags, and then there's some like lighter gray or like cream color flags in here. It looks super nice, so I wanted to try this for my test knit. And yeah, that's all I bought. So it's not like overly, you know, like a lot, and it's not like I'm just buying it because I wanted to. Of course I want to, but at the same time I do plan on using it soon for this all the yarn. And I'm so happy that I got to go out and have fun. It was a holiday, yeah, with a friend, and it was a super fun experience. So yeah, that's all I have for today. And then for the next podcast, I'm going to be showing all my whips, and I do have some other yarn that I got online from hedgehog fiber that I would like to show you, and that will be in the next podcast. So I hope you stay tuned, and thank you for stopping by. I hope my project inspire you in some way, and it makes you want to work on your project as well. And yeah, that will be so nice. And yeah, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.